The danger with filming myself while working out is that BJ is bound to see it and then give me notes, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it's actually one of the benefits. It just has me feeling a little self-conscious, a little bit. But seeing as he's training me remotely, it's really helpful. I expect to get some notes on this Bayesian curl, for example. I think I'm making improvements. I know we haven't been outside yet in this episode, but it's really sunny out. You'll see in a minute. And it just made me think of how funny it is to me how people often ask me what the weather is like in Paris and how they should dress when I don't even know. I was wearing like a scarf 2 days ago. I mean, just look at this beautiful weather. Not even wearing a jacket. I took the risk. I was like, you know what? I think it's warm enough. I don't need a jacket. I was right. Cooper came with his own jacket, so we're good. I'm running late for therapy, and I picked this route because it's the fastest, but it also has the most cobblestones, which is the worst. Anyways. What I was trying to say was that I'm running late for therapy. And, you know, the weather is great. A little bit windy. Not really sure how it's going to come out with all these microphone decisions I made today. I forgot my better wind mic. And we don't have time for that. I'm 10 minutes late. I got all the way up here, and then I realized I left my bag on my bike, and my laptop's in there. So let's hope it's still there. Come on. You know, they've done studies, and actually, if you push the button to call for an elevator repeatedly, statistically, it does show up faster. Theoretically, it should do nothing. It should absolutely not help. But at least I remember reading a study once where they're like, yeah, but it seems to correlate. We're all learning things together while we wait to see if I actually still have a laptop or not. That's the point. Come on, elevator. Let's go down. Also, we're in Europe, so we're looking for the 0th floor, not the 1st floor. I forget that that's a thing. There are a lot of translations to American that I forget are things. J'oublie un sec, pardon. All good. For everybody worried that Paris is just full of thieves, I mean, they're not 100% wrong, but anyway, this has been a really interesting day, and not fully necessarily. Okay, well, I'll talk to you in a little bit. The reason I brought my laptop is because I figured while I'm out, I'd find a nice spot to sit and to work. And, you know, I've got some notes to work on for the book. Because I'd say it's like 90% of the way there. Actually, I mean, if you don't count proofing, it's like 95, 99% of the way there. But given the emotional toll that it took on me the last time I sat down to work on this book, I've been avoiding it. Can you come over here? That's not what we talked about in therapy. Stretches. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Somebody has been melting in the sun all morning and he just wants to sunbathe. Come on. Wow. Anyways, it was actually a very good session. Like one of those positive ones where you come out and you're like, I'm making really good progress here. But I can still probably use a minute or two to process. Whoa. The other thing that I have with me is the printer that I've been testing for the party next week. The issue with this potentially is that as I carry it around, I don't want to screw with it too much. However, it's been really fun. If you want to know what I'm going to be using this for, you're going to have to come to the party to find out expressly. However, there's one other use for it that I've been wanting to try out, which is for my Patreon print club. Something that I feel like could use a little bit of a refresh. I took this photo of the canal on the way over here, and I thought, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and print that out for one lucky patron who's at that level? And we can do this every once in a while as I travel around, assuming that it works, and assuming that I remember to keep this with me as I go. Et voila. really cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I love this thing. When I have a photo that kind of strikes my fancy and I feel like printing, then I'm gonna just preempt the patron producer to be a patron at the Flanner level, which today is David and Janet Barbrack. I'm gonna write their name on here, and then I'm gonna mail it to them, and then mail it to them myself just as soon as I can. I've been sending prints I've recorded to the patrons at this level and higher, but this just feels like a more fun and tactile way to do it. Anyway, let me know what you think. And that can be it for today. Molly just joined for a little bit of co-working. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for, more madness from Paris, I suppose.